This is Mike from MPC Stuff. Right now we're going to show you how to install new memory card board for the MPC 1000. It also has some audio inputs on the front. A lot of times you'll get pins bent in there and it'll stop working. So I'm going to show you how to install it here. First things first, we're going to need to take out the screws that are on the bottom, holding the bottom plate in. You can see them all around the edges on the bottom of the unit. You can see I've already taken mine out, so I'm going to pop it up here, and this will give us access to the inside of the unit. Once we have access, this is also how we can change the memory chip if we didn't end up just taking off those two, which is the easiest way. It also gives you access if you're changing out the LCD screen or any of the other boards on the inside. The 1000 is actually pretty easy to work on, so it's not that big of a deal. Alright, so now we're going to see here we have screws holding this front board in, and then one down here. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 that are holding it in. We're going to take those off first, and then I'll show you the next step. Next step now, you're going to have here, once you've taken these out, on the top, you're going to see screws in there. You're going to make sure these two screws, I've already taken one out here. We also need to take this one out. That way we can get this front panel off. Once we get those two out, then we're going to take this screw out right here so we can pop this front panel forward so we can access some more bolts that we need to get off. Now that we've popped this panel off here, you're going to see right there, these have 3 nuts around here that are holding this in. So we're going to have to take those out. Alright, now that I have that front panel off, you're going to notice inside here, you're going to see you have 3 nuts that need to come off. They're 14 millimeter, so I'm going to use this 14 millimeter socket here and take them off. You can do it by hand because they're usually not on very tight, but you can also use a socket wrench to pull them out. So we're going to pull each of these out here, and once we get these 3 out, we'll be able to access the other side of the panel to get the memory card board out. Alright, so now we have these off, and now we just need to turn the unit back over so we can work on getting the part out. Alright, now as you can see here, now it's loose and the part can come out. You kind of have to finagle it a little bit to get it out properly, just because there's a lot of stuff going on in here. And then once you get it up, you're going to see how it's connected. Make sure you remember how these connect, because you're going to want to go the exact same way in. So we're going to take this ribbon cable off by pulling up here on these little latches. Pull those latches with your fingernail or a screwdriver, pull them forward. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see here. But those latches here, sorry about the focus, on each side have to come forward, and then this one here just has to pull out. So let's get those out, and then we'll install our new one the exact same way. Make sure that you have this going the same way, and also this one going the same way, and then we'll put it back in. Okay, so now I have my old one out. I put the ribbons back exactly, and I put my new one in. Now we're just going to go back and put the 5 screws back in, or 4 screws rather, here, just like we started with. We're going to put the 3 14 millimeter nuts back on here. Don't over tighten them just because they are plastic, so you don't want to over tighten over here. Then we're going to go ahead and put our bottom panel back on and the front panel here, and put all the screws back in just like we had them. And that's how you install the memory card board for an MPC 1000 from MPC Stuff.